Really all that means is being able to communicate with animals telepathically. Animal communication is simply interspecies telepathic communication. Telepathy is something that we're doing all the time. One of the examples I like to use, because most of us have had this experience, is, you're thinking about a friend and all of a sudden they call you. You're on the same wavelength. This has happened to most of us. That's communicating telepathically. It's really that simple. Communicating in this way with animals is just being present, quiet, open and receptive to receiving, and open to transmitting messages. It's really very simple, and anyone can do this. Anyone can do this. Chances are you already are with your own animal anyway. Most of us are. Well, generally people call me and they let me know about a particular question or concern that they have with their animals. It can be a variety of reasons. Some examples, an animal is eliminating in the home. That's often a common call. They want to understand what that's about and exploring ways of resolving that behavior. All of that can be done in a consultation. Sometimes an animal has been diagnosed with an illness. The person would like to know what their animal is open to considering for treatments or how to move forward with that. Animals aren't getting along in a household. They have been. Now all of a sudden they're not. What's that about? How can that be worked through? It's really incredible. Once an animal has had the opportunity to express themselves, they're often very open to changing the behavior. Sometimes it's as simple as really just understanding an animal's behavior. There's no real issue or concern, but they want to understand their animal more fully. Of course, that can come through during a consultation at any time, regardless of the reason, but it really can be that simple. People just really wanting to know more about their animals. And I work with all animals, predominantly dogs, cats, horses. I've certainly also had people come to me with all different kinds of birds, fish, llamas, chickens, you name it, any animal. You can communicate with any animal, and I can do a consultation with any animal at all. One of the more unusual ones that I had was with a client who had a rattlesnake visitor under her porch and, appreciated the rattlesnake but didn't want them living there. So she asked me to do a consultation, and we did. And it was very interesting because the rattlesnake had a very insightful and deep message for this particular person. And of course, she was open to receiving it from the snake. And once the message was delivered, within an hour, the rattlesnake just moved away and never came back. And the client was at a point in her life where this was really helpful to assist her on her path. You can ask about anything at all in a consultation with your animals, anything at all. The way a consultation begins is I will ask for the animal's name, I'll get a little bit of information about them, a physical description, and then I'll make the connection. Animals are so excited that their person is wanting to connect with them and communicate with them. They usually give me some kind of information that's meaningful for the person, and so I'll relay that. And then at that point, the floor is open. So you can begin to ask your animal about anything at all. It's not necessary to be with your animal. Most people prefer to be. I live in Asheville, North Carolina, but whether the person is in Asheville or Australia, it doesn't really make any difference. All consultations are done over the phone, and generally that's a lot easier for folks anyways, not to have to travel with their animal to come to me. Again, it's an opportunity to really deepen your relationship with your animal. If you really want to know the deeper meaning of why that particular animal has come into your life, they're wanting to tell you.